Hello, welcome to Marisi Enterprises. I've taken a few weeks off and I'm back. I wanted to discuss today the power of not quitting. Whether it's saving money, paying down credit cards, losing weight, writing a book, whatever it is. It doesn't even matter what the goal is. As long as you're working on it a little bit day by day and you don't give up, you'll get there. Now, I recently paid off all my credit cards, and I noticed when I was done, I felt I had kind of this bored, what's next feeling. I had already automated my savings because that's my next big goal, is to beef up my emergency fund again. And when it's automated, you don't feel it. There's nothing to do. So it's kind of boring. And I've gained 25 pounds year over year since last year. And I need to lose that. But that's pretty easy too. Now that I'm able to be more mobile and get some exercise, and I'm not stuck at home all the time, I'm eating a lot less. And for me, I just count calories. So that's boring too. And then my investments, I've got that automated, also boring. So I have to fight the boredom sometimes, because most of the things that I want to do, I can automate or make so simple that I don't even have to think about it. And there's no struggle involved. There's no drama. There's nothing exciting about it. It's just something you do. And over the next few months, I'll lose the weight. I know I will, and it'll just be gone. And all my winter clothes will fit again, just in time, because right now they don't. And that's really the key to success, is being very comfortable with being kind of bored. When you're doing the right things and you make them and you automate them and you make them easy, it gets kind of boring. Well, this is why I hesitated to make videos for the last few weeks. The last few videos that I've made have had people running from being subscribers. And so I had mentioned it to a girlfriend, and I says, I know everybody has something to offer and something to share, and maybe I'm just not hitting it right. And she said, maybe you don't have anything to offer. Maybe there's nothing special about you and you have nothing to share and you should just give up. And it really hurt, because I do believe that everybody has something special, and by 60 I should know something that is valuable to somebody. And I don't believe her. I believe everybody has something to share, even if it's just their opinions. But when you're working towards your goals, whether it's building a YouTube channel or losing weight or saving money or whatever it is, when you're working towards your goals, you really have to tune a lot of negativity out, because being comfortable with being bored is one thing, but feeling like you're under attack emotionally from people who mean well, but they don't want to necessarily see you struggle. But struggling is part of achieving. So continue to struggle, continue to plug away, continue to show up, and I do believe that you'll get there. And if this makes people not want to watch the channel, that's okay. It is what it is. I can't force people to watch. But it was surprising. I had a good run there for a while, and then all of a sudden people just started leaving. But then I wondered, well, maybe I got a lot of extra people from one video, and they weren't really aware of what the channel was about. Maybe I don't know what the channel's about. I used to think it was about saving money, making money, and living life on your own terms. But as I get older and as things have come at me, it changes. what I thought living life on my own terms looked like before a brain tumor is different now. You know, I take my health much more seriously now, in spite of gaining 25 pounds over the year. But most of that was, some of that was gained before the surgery. Most of it was gained after the surgery, when they told me, don't worry about your diet, don't worry about losing weight, eat a lot of protein and rest. I did a lot of resting. Well, my body was like, cool, let's save up for the winter. So I've struggled my whole life with my weight, so that's what I'm doing now. I know how to lose weight. I'm losing it. One thing that I'm doing this time that has really been helping me is I grabbed a friend, and she wants to lose weight too. She's never counted calories before. She always just, her plan to lose weight has always been to eat better. And I said, well, what does that mean? And she's like, I'm just going to eat healthier foods. I said, but what if your healthier foods have more calories? You're going to end up gaining weight. Eating better is not a plan. It's just, I mean, it's something we should do anyway, but if you're trying to lose weight, you've got to look at, I think you have to look at calories. I'm not a personal fitness advisor or trainer or anything like that, but calories do matter. And she's counting calories with me for the first time ever, and she's never looked up what calories are in the foods that she eats, and she's really amazed at some of her favorite foods, you know, thousands of calories. And so she's been losing weight like crazy, and knowing that she's kind of keeping an eye on me and I'm keeping an eye on her, we're supporting each other. And I think I've never really had that. Most of the times when I lose weight alone. And I am a competitive person, so a little bit of competition is good for me. I thrive with it. And I've got so many tricks and tips up my sleeve, and I've been sharing them with her, and she's so happy. And she didn't know that she could lose weight as quickly as she has been. Now, it'll slow down after the first few weeks, of course, but it's fun having somebody to do it with you, because otherwise, you know, most people don't want to hear about it when you're trying to lose weight. But when you've got somebody in on it with you, you can talk about it all day if you want to, and they won't care. It'll actually help them. So getting a buddy for something like that, and we did the same thing with our credit cards. We both had about the same amount of credit card debt 2 years ago, and we paid off our credit cards together too. We are good partners in crime, and I do believe that since we did so well with the credit cards, it kind of built up our self-esteem and our belief in ourselves that we could do we could lose some weight too, you know, because we paid down the debts. So having a friend that will go in on these things with you can really help. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. If there's something else specifically that you'd like to see me make videos on, please drop it in the comments. If you have tips for staying the course when you're working on something that's going to take a while, that's boring, you know, my way of thinking about it is the time's going to pass anyway. And in a year's time, we can either be skinny and debt-free, or we can be fat and under debt. I mean, it just depends. It's all our choices. You know, it's the choices that you make on a daily basis. But either way, the time's going to pass. So I would rather make choices that are going to get me closer to goals that are going to give me a better life, than to just be mindless and aimless. Because even if you don't think you're making a choice, the things that you do are choices. They're all choices. So if you're not going to pay attention to what you eat or how you spend, those are choices, and they will have consequences. So I would rather make mindful choices. I know that's kind of a hot word of the last few weeks on social media, mindful. You know, and you don't necessarily need to tell everybody what you're up to, but if you have a buddy that's doing it with you, and you have somebody that can support you, I think you'll have better success. It helps you get through the boring times. So, anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you.